Okay, now to finish my lesson 13-5, since I was interrupted by my husband's phone call, so when you're finishing up that one where it was a quarter, so that there's like every quarter of a way or every quarter of a point was a point essentially on that graphing, just to finish off my thought and what I was trying to say. So a couple more examples. Number 11 and number 17. So like on number 11, it says write the cosine function. So we have our amplitude. Well, that's easy. Period is 3. So what you do, write your period function. So this would be 2 pi over b equals 3. So I'm going to cross multiply. 2 pi equals 3b. So b equals 2 pi over 3. Okay, so there's my b. I have my amplitude, I have my b. Y equals a cosine b theta, or a cosine bx, however they want to put that. So y equals my amplitude, which is pi halves, cosine 2 pi over 3 theta. Done. Okay, that's all that's to it. You just have to solve for b. And use your formula. Just cross multiply to solve. Okay, this one here. So we're solving this. I'm going to get cosine by itself. So the very first thing I need to do is divide by 20. So I'm going to have cosine of t equals negative 8 over 20. I'm going to go ahead and reduce that. So if cosine of t equals negative 2/5. To find what t is, we're going to do the cosine inverse of each side. Okay, so whenever you're trying to get cosine or t by itself, do the cosine inverse. Make sure your calculator is in degree mode. Okay, so get out my calculator, turn it on, mode, make sure it's in degree mode. Okay, so make sure we got degree mode. Second quit, second cosine inverse of negative 2/5. So it's 113.6. So t is going to be 113.6. That's all that's to it. Okay, so get your cosine by itself if you can, and then just take the cosine inverse. And that's how you figure out, this is 113.6 degrees, that is how you figure out how to solve for t, or whatever variable you're trying to solve for. So this completes that lesson 13-5. This was part 2. Like I said, I was rudely interrupted. So there it is. You have questions, you know how to get a hold of me.